First things first. Imere. It's fun. The struggle bus game picked you up. You're still on it, but eventually you will get off of it. So, when stranded, you need to be able to focus in order to stay alive and possibly get rescued. So focus will be the name of the game today. In front of you, you have 2 poles. The 2 poles are taped. That is the only place where your hands can go, which is on the black part. The color part, your hands cannot touch. You will then get blocks that you will need to hold up using only the end of the poles. And then obviously as intervals go, we will add more blocks and longer time until there is only 1 person standing. So who has the most focus left towards the end of this day? We will find out. 3, 2, 1, up. We are now in this challenge.
Don't have focus.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can put it down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can drop. 4, 3, 2, 1. Steven's out. For 3 minutes. "30 seconds. Troy, out of this challenge.
4, 3, 2, 1. You can drop them.
No, when I count you in, we are going until we get a winner. We are not resetting.
You guys got
You
this.
guys are ready? I'm gonna count you down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going until we
You
have
guys
a winner.
got it. You got it. Push. You got it.
Final 8, they were winning immunity together. At final 5, they are going against each other for immunity.
You got it. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You got it. Keep pushing.
Out of nowhere, I knew it was out.
Damn, that was crazy. You guys are fucking beasts.
Jon V.
Good job. Yeah, I couldn't last 10 seconds.
Jon V, you want to come up here?
Good job. Good job.
Jon V going to the final 4. How you feeling? Any thoughts?
Feel like I needed that one.
All right. With that, you guys can go back to camp.
I told you I'm locked in with who I trust.
Yes,
And
I've told you
and
this.
I just want to see your idol.
Okay.
Okay. Before we go to tribal, if you won immunity, I was going to ask you to use your idol on me.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
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 Fully understand that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you have anything to worry about. But
Okay.
I know your perception, my perception may
Yeah.
differ.
Yeah. Just
Totally.
because we have different experiences. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
know you get it.
And I've never once heard actually
No, my name was
your
thrown
name
out.
was out, but
Yeah.
only like these last 2 rounds,
Okay.
and it was only when
Well,
Steven.
I'm telling you now, I could have gone the other way.
I know you could have.
And I didn't.
I know you could have.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I trusted you,
And I trust you too. So
So like I trusted you since the beginning. Like,
yeah.
you and I connected before we even arrived
Yeah.
on the game site.
Babes, you're good. You don't have to tell me. I 100% everything you're saying.
Okay.
You're fine. You're fine. I'm not rating your name down. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Now, I have some damage control to do with Becks. Nathan screwed me and revealed previous history that he and I had to her. I don't know why. I will have some words with him after the game. Because he and I were good and I was planning on taking him as far along as we can. Guess he's trying to play his own game. Nathan, don't get it. Whatever. But Becks wants to see my idol. That idol, that is a rock. So I need to just wait until everything is set to show her that I don't really have an idol, that I'm going to showboat just for shits and giggles, but she's completely safe. My ideal final three would be Jon V, Becks, and myself. Ideal final two would be Becks and myself. Becks and myself, I have a really good shot at winning. She's played a great social game. People love and adore her, but I think I played a better game. Jon V and me could be difficult. I probably would not win against him. But I'm pretty good at speaking with people.
I told you I'm not rating your name down.
Jackie said that he would be down with Steven. If he could be lying to me, I don't know.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. I just want to let you know I don't want to,
Okay.
and I'm being transparent.
Okay. You don't want to write it down, or that means you're not going to?
I don't want to, and I don't plan on it.
Okay.
Like,
So what do you
realistic,
plan on?
because, like, here's the thing, Imere. You've been real with me from the get-go, and, like, you've been calling shit left and right. Like, I know, like, the game's all about shit stirring, like, I get it, but, like, I was lied to. I see.
Vote your name down. You was the one that voted your name down.
Now, I have a question.
Mhm.
Please do not, I'm prefacing it, please do not overtly react,
I won't.
because that's going to raise suspicion over there. I need you to tell me right now, did you write my name down at that tribal?
I did not. I
Okay,
swear on my life.
okay, I believe you. I was just asking everybody, and I just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Because if I were in your shoes to stir the pot, I'd write my name down. Would you play with Troy?
I will play with you.
If it was a final two instead of a final three, who would you take?
I'm taking you. I swear. I swear. I swear I will take you.
If it's only a final two instead of a final three, and it's you, me, and Jon V, who's going in the end?
If I win immunity,
Mhm.
if I win immunity, I'm taking you 100%.
Okay.
From the moment you said that you went to yeah, I think first of all, I think Jon V wipes the floor with me at that final tribal council, because I think is in a really good position. But also, you spoke to me. Remember I told you from the get. Like I said,
And
you were personal.
I really appreciate you advocating for me at Travis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Down the stake four strong.
I'm staying for strong. I'm staying for strong.
If we're really saying four strong, then I'm going to say I can do that. I just want to be upfront.
Yeah. I already told
And I'm
them
not even
that
doing
I
it
was
for
gonna
jury
vote.
votes. I just feel like
Yeah.
it's the last two POC. Like I owe that to them.
Right.
So
If we can do something, I'm fighting for my life here, but Jumpy, please just give me the 4, and I don't care after that.
all right, I'm open to demonstrate anyone but that. Tell me on
Let's
one.
do Steven.
All right, I need to talk to Max.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I need to talk to
He's
both.
gonna
of
win
them.
this game.
And I need to talk to both of them because if I don't, it's
Okay.
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 So I'm gonna have confidence.
Please try. Please try.
I'm
Please.
trying, but
And I'll have you next round. I swear, if you do this for me. If you do this for me, I will have you next round. Huh? What doesn't Trav an idol?
I don't know. That's a rumor. To I see
Who do you want?
one of them. Or both of them. I don't care.
Steve. Do that.
So I need to talk to both of them.
Okay.
All right. I'm not willing to throw Beck under the bus, so she's off the table as I told Imere. So it would be between Troy or Steven. So I need to reevaluate this. I need to speak to Becks because I want her to know she's my number one and what she wants to do. If she thinks we need to make a move on one of our alliance members and take him, then I'm going to give her that autonomy. Are you taking us?
Yes, what can I do to prove this? I swear I will. Because I will repay you to undid me.
If I win, I'm giving both of you money because we're all teachers and we don't make shit in this one.
I appreciate it. I will do the same.
This is my thought process.
Okay, tell me.
This bunch of scenarios. I don't vote him out,
Mhm.
and us three vote together,
Mhm.
right? Okay. Next round, it makes it easier. Us three have to vote the other person out. If the other person wins, us three are against each other. I vote him out. Right now, then it's 4 purples, and now we're all fighting each other, and it's gonna keep locking 2-2, and we're gonna go to rocks.
I will pay it back to you. I just want to make it to 4. I will pay it back to both of you abundantly.
I just want to.
You
Can
need
under.
to, you
like,
need to tell me which one and give me a valid reason.
I'm concerned.
Doing Steven. That's not letting forward. Or the other one.
Are we sticking together and voting him out after all?
If
If us three vote Steven, right? Out now? Yeah. I'm just giving different scenarios.
okay.
We voted Steven out. We
Yeah.
go to the next round. I hear ants.
Yep.
That's so dictate, make us vote against each other.
Yeah.
Right? If we vote him out, us 4 are going.
I will run the scenario. I think if Steven wins Final Four immunity, he's going to take you out.
Yes.
That is the best move for him. Sorry. With love and respect.
I think it is.
Right? That is the move he's going to make.
I'm conflicted because Steven tells me one thing one time,
Yeah.
and then he does the other. And then Imere is so unpredictable. He's so unpredictable.
Okay.
He's very articulate.
Yeah.
The way he was running circles around tribal.
Yep.
If he makes it to the final, if he wins this next one, he's big enough. We take Steven to the four. He's gonna try to come for me because that's a resume move for him. But in the same spoon,
Steven's also coming up. Steven also says he's going to come for you at Final Four.
I'm good with you.
so whatever I want to do with coming along with it. Is that what you're saying?
Because
And
look at me.
we'll get on my knees and I will beg. Please.
I trust you. You've never lied to me.
Never lied.
So
I never lied.
Should we get the Educators Alliance going on now? Like, could this be pushed on now? Like, maybe it just didn't make sense before, but it makes sense now.
No, it makes sense. My only concern with you is just you're gonna beat us at the end.
Okay,
and the whole jury is your tribe.
Not that, bro. You're articulate. You're great. You're gonna beat me.
I'm not though. I don't think so. I appreciate it. I'm smiling because I appreciate it, but I don't think so.
And like, I'm not trying to be like vindictive or
You're gonna kick
condescending.
my
I'm
ass at the end. You
I'm
would still
being
beat
for real.
me.
Can you write my name down?
I'm still in the fence.
Okay. So everything that happened was meant to be. Jon V put up a really good fight in that final, final 5 individual immunity challenge. My fingers were slipping, and I think that was just fate. God didn't want me to win that one, and it's okay. I was praying during it, and I said, God, if I can win this, just let me win this. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And I don't think it was meant to be. Right now, I'm trying to convince everyone to vote for Steven.
You trust Scharen. I'm not saying I don't. Because again, I wouldn't have voted the way that I did if I did not trust the both of you.
So what's our final thing? Because it's me and you. Who is
I am just telling you my biggest fear. This next round, he has to follow it, man, right?
does he have it? Who saw it? I keep hearing bad from Steve. That's all. Where's our
He hasn't. Maybe I'll ask him to show me.
Okay. And if he shows you, you think he's gonna make a move on us? If I need to have make a move on me, keep you. So how much information are we going to disclose to Troy? How much information do we disclose to Steve? Because we need one of them to vote with us so we can make it to the end. Either both of them or one of them.
I'm gonna stick with Troy because Steven's throwing my name out. And
But the people you're getting information from are the people who are trying to make us fracture.
I understand that. I got it. But again, from all the events and factual things that have happened today, do you understand why I felt the way that I felt?
Okay, I do. Steven could have flipped right now.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
I mean, he's talking the truth.
No, I mean, he could have flipped on that vote.
Yeah.
The Nathan vote, and he didn't.
I know. And I trust him and I had a good conversation.
All right. But we have to make him feel good to not make a move on this.
I'm feeling good. I specifically wanted these 4 people because I have relationships that are very different with all 4 of them. And 3 out of the 4 are people that said I was their number 1. The other person said I would go to the end with them. Didn't say I was his number 1, but he was on a different tribe, which is totally fine. They all have reasons for being my number 1, each of them. And I saw different paths to the finish line at Final Tribal with each of them. So I need to weigh my options and see what's going to be the best for my game and who do I want to be left standing with at Final Tribal, so that I can show my cards.
All right, final 5. It's been a long 2 days. Jon V, you're able to pull off that challenge win at what promises to be a very pivotal vote. We're getting down to the end of it. How much do you think you needed that?
I need this. 100%.
Have you heard your name at all?
I didn't hear my name, but I feel like if I'm the player that people are perceiving me to be, this would have been the perfect time to get me. So going forward right now, I have to make the moves that I'm taking the people I fully trust, that no matter what, I'm going to the end.
Troy, Final 5 would be the last time to play an idol, which everybody seems to be constantly saying. Troy says he has an idol. I heard Troy has an idol. Troy has an idol, idol. Have you heard all of this? I mean, you've heard it. We've all been standing up and talking, all this stuff. This would be the last time to play it. Do you have any thoughts on where idols could be?
No. Yeah, I mean, we looked at camp, we looked at the challenge. So as far as I know, one wasn't found. We assumed that after Imere played his, that it would go back into hiding, so maybe it did. Can I play your necklace or anything you're wearing?
I got nothing.
All right.
Imere, you've been praying since we sat down. What's going through your head right now?
I'm the last standing member of the Green Tribe, which I'm very proud of. But I've been praying because these guys, I think, want to stay 4 strong. I made my pitch to a couple people over here, and I genuinely, logically, honestly think that makes sense. I was telling the truth. I will pay it back abundantly if I made it past this whole week. I don't think that anyone's swaying too much, but I have to try my best to fight. But I honestly think that is the case. That I talked to 2 people here straight up told me that they were writing my name down because they think that I can beat them in the end, but I don't think that that's the case. I think that jury thinks my moves were a bit dicey, may not fully respect my moves. So I don't know. Obviously, I'm sitting here in a position to pitch it, but I really don't want to go out like this. Don't want to go out like that.
So, Steven, that's the thing about Final 5, right? It's right now, we're at the place where, hey, I can't win. Just take me. And then how do you balance that with also you want these people to respect your game 2 votes from now, 3 votes from now, probably 2 votes from now. You need them to respect your game while you need everybody here to not respect your game. How do you balance that?
I feel like you have to, throw stuff at the wall, try your best if you think you're going home to try to stay safe. And I think that if you do say bad things about your game to try to convince people to take you and you end up making to the end, I don't think the jury necessarily is going to harp on you saying bad things about your game. It's about how you pitch your game at the end. So I don't really think much about that. I think more about like how I'm perceiving people in this game and how I think the jury might react to their moves and stuff, and hope that I choose the right people to sit at the end with if I am able to get there.
Becks, how much are you considering Final Tribal Council, a potential pairing that you want at the end?
I've been considering Final Tribals since we got here.
So you've been locked for a while.
Pretty much.
Pretty much?
Yeah. No, not pretty much. I
gotta say,
you gotta feel the water sometimes, Like, you gotta dip your toe, see if the water's okay, but I'm pretty much locked.
Sounds like dating.
But this is better.
I'm gonna say I'm a little let down. Before, you guys were all running around, controlling it. I didn't have to say anything, and all it took was 3 of you throwing up for the temperature to come way, way down. Is there anything else that needs to be said, or we just want to vote?
I was very spicy last tribal council, but I had some hot sauce, and when you mix 2 negatives, they become a what?
Positive.
Very good, everyone. Sorry, my teacher's coming out again.
Anything else?
Is there anything else to say? Doesn't seem like anybody wants to talk.
There's one person here I'm absolutely not voting. They know who they are. There's 2 names that's been pitched. I told both these people I would not write their name down, so I'm gonna have to break a promise to one of them. But I just want to be upfront with the person I'm gonna vote and just say openly why I'm gonna vote them, because I believe they can beat me at the end. I respect the hell out of them. I think they are the best player in the season. Like I think I can say that. But for my game, knowing that I have going into the final four, I have one person I could fully trust versus someone that I'm not too sure about. I'm gonna go with the sure bet. Imere, I'm gonna vote you. Being the last two POC players, like this is something hard to do, both being educators. And as a human being, I respect you on all levels, but I have to vote you out from my game because I feel like if I have a chance to win this next one, you can beat me as well. You've been toe-to-toe with me this whole game, and if we go to the final, I just think you have a better resume. I honestly think that. And I'm not going to be a dick and lie and just backstab you, so I'm just saying straight up, I'm going to vote you.
Imere, you had a big reaction at that.
No, I just think I don't know. There's nothing I want to say. I'm just emotional about it. It's whatever. I fall really hard. I'm such a crybaby.
You're okay to feel your
You're
feelings.
right.
You're not a cry.
Feel
You're
it.
not a crybaby at all.
Yeah.
I cry all the
It's
time.
just 2 days. I'm sorry.
No, I cry all the time. You're fine. You are fine.
Valid.
Your feelings are extremely valid.
And what Jon V said is something that kind of struck a chord because one of the first things we said at your first tribal council is you noticed that you felt like you stuck out when you got here.
These just mean a lot to me. That's all. Not far. I've never done this well in a game before. I know that whatever they're going to do, they're going to do it, but I've just never done this well in a game before. I'm really proud of myself. It's bittersweet. I don't need it.
Okay. They should know what you're saying.
It's bittersweet because I'm going out this way, but I'm also really proud of what I did. And, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah, and we're all people who, you know, love this game and like really enjoy playing in these types of LRGs. And I know people at home are probably wondering why he's crying, and there's no reason to cry. It's a 2-day game, but like we really like put a lot of effort into these games. It is really important to us, even though it's just a game. Like we put a lot on the line, and it's hard to play these games too. So I mean, I totally understand where he's coming from, him feeling his emotions, and I really respected his game, and I think he's a great player, and that's also why I'm voting him out. And you should know that you should be really proud of your game and making it this far.
And I think you're phenomenal, and you're going to play another game, and you're going to go further. Like, this isn't the last rodeo for you.
So, like I said this to you before, you are amazing in every possible way.
I appreciate it.
All right. So it seems like we're locked. We are still going to vote. Troy?
I just want to put an end to the mystery. I do have an idol. I think that's the worst time to do it, but I do want to point that out. And I'll give this to you.
Okay.
Because I don't have an idol. I've never had an idol. I've been playing Aram as an idol. So I just want to clear that up. Be honest with everyone. And that really should not have been after this moment. That's way more. Sorry, but I wanted to clear that air. Yeah. Everyone's
All right. Imere?
Steven. So, apparently this doesn't matter, but I had to do something. If I'm going to leave my bond intact. My word is my bond.
Well, it seems like a clear-cut vote. Imere's going home, but Imere has something in his pocket that is pretty bulky. I don't know, did he just find an idol, or is it a rock? I'm gonna try to keep my options open in the final four and hope that Imere did not vote for me. So
Okay. So, as we talked about, this is the last time you can play a hidden immunity idol.
Yeah, so it's been an honor to play with you all. Thank you so much for the pleasure.
I'll read the votes. Imere. Steven. Imere. 6th member of our jury. Imere. All right. An emotional tribal for sure, but the game goes on. Guys, gonna head back to camp.
I think you're the best player here, man. I wish you could have came to the end, but I want to win, and I think you're the king of this game. And if you win with me, I have no shot. And this is hard to do. This is emotionally hard to do.
I friggin' adore you. We met before the game started. We connected. We were bummed we weren't on the same tribe, but as soon as we got to the merge, we did try to connect and kept trying to find ways to keep you in the game. But at this point, I don't think I can beat you. At the end, I'm still trying, and I need to set myself up the best I can. It may be me, but I think it's you, and I adore you. Sorry.
God damn it, Imere. I wasn't going to cry all game, but you're making me cry. I can't beat you, but if I win, I am giving you money because you're an amazing person, you played a hell of a game, and you're an educator, so much respect, much love.
All right, so there's nothing I could do. They already decided before the challenge even started that it was going to be all on me if I lost. I fought as hard as I could, but it was just wasn't meant to be. I really wish that I would have been the one taking the crown away this season, but I guess CBS just awaits. That's all.
Hey, glad you played.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very happy that I played. This was the best game that I played. Like, I played a really good game. I made really good connections. People trusted me. I ran that green tribe. I was the last staying member of that green tribe. Very, very happy that I made it as far as I did, and I can only be proud to keep my head up.
Just feel like that last vote was something that really touched all of us. Like, I want that to be acknowledged. Like, it's hard to get representation, like the real shows, and then LRGs is also hard. And like, that's a profound young man right there. And I think we're all taking this kind of hard, and it's like, we need to understand that this is still a game, but we're humans, so that's why we all need a moment right now. But I think that was one of the hardest things to do, especially when you have another POC coming up to you and telling you, please. And this was a crushing one, and I just wanted to highlight the acknowledgement of our Final Five was really a diverse one.
That was so emotional. Imere is such an amazing human being, full of life, joie de vie. He made me laugh. We bonded and we connected. Like, in any other circumstances, like, he definitely would have been a ride or die for me. I had to separate game and human emotion, and that is, I think, the hardest thing about these games is you play with your heart for so much of it, but then you also have to play with your head, and sometimes those two don't match up. Congratulations. Out of 8.
People always say, oh, if you stay tribe strong, that's boring, right? But then when I think about it, when's the last time people really done it?
Yeah.
And I think it's boring when you're trying to infiltrate. And you know how they say find your tribe? I think I actually just found my tribe. Like, I found the people I want to work with, and it just happened to be on the same tribes.
Because you're saying that Tribe Strong's boring. How stressed were all of you?
Oh my god, I was stressed almost the
So,
entire
like,
game.
None of the votes where we were like, yeah, we're
So,
good.
like,
Every vote we were...
Every vote,
we
it
were
wasn't
fighting.
like, we're cool.
And we all had our own opinions.
Yeah.
And we all had our thoughts.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
trying to get on the same page.
Yeah. definitely.
But
No.
I mean, the Green Tribe was so calm in the beginning.
They would strategize for the first half, and then they would
They had
just
kumbaya
hang out
circles.
for the second half.
I mean,
We were like chickens with our heads cut off.
well, we were chickens.
We were
chickens.
Wait, besides them,
Especially the
and
Ronan
compared
Bennett
to
vote.
that,
compared to them, we were
yeah, chickens with our heads cut off.
I'm just happy right now.
Yep. Me too. However it shakes out, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Happy.
Great game, everybody.
Final four. What a feat. You want to know another feat? It's getting to the final immunity challenge, which this will be. Jon, we haven't had this done. So, you've been stranded for 2 days, and every challenge has challenged your grit and your tenacity. None of you have given up. And this challenge will reward the person who doesn't give up. You remember your supply bags from the first challenge?
Oh yeah. How could I
They're
forget?
back. You will start with the supply bag in your hand over your head. The supply bag can never go lower than your head. If it does, you are out. And then at intervals, we might spice things up. The winner of this challenge will seal their spot in the final three. You want to win this challenge. Any question? 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is the hand that you will be using the entire challenge. How exciting.
I'm yawning. He wants us to be harder. You're looking great. Everybody's looking great. I take it we're not doing any deals to make this end sooner, huh?
Let's go to 1 foot.
Yeah.
Let's just go to 1 foot.
Can we just go to 1 foot?
Do you guys want to agree to that? I'm not going to say that unless everybody wants to agree to that.
Good.
Are you good with that?
Everybody wants to do that?
Yep.
All right, so I'll count you down from 3. We'll go on the word go. 3, 2, 1, go. Becks is out. No shot at immunity. Troy is out. We have a showdown. Jon V versus Steven. You guys did not come this far to go out at 4. Jon, hopping around. Got to find that balance. Recovery, just barely. Jon's out. Steven wins Final Four immunity.
Steven, come up here. Oh, how you feeling? You're going to the final tribal council.
I'm so blessed. I'm so happy that I get to make the final 3. That's what I've been trying to do ever since the moment we stepped foot here. And this is one of 2 goals: get here and then win. So I'm just so happy that I'm here.
All right. Well, I know there's been a few whispers on how we're handling the final 4, but I can officially reveal that we will be going to a vote. If the vote ties, we will automatically go to a tiebreaker, no revote. Have fun back at camp.
I don't want to say I intentionally dropped, but I didn't. I felt so confident that no matter who was going to win after Becks dropped, that I would get a spot in the final 3.
And I think me looking at Steven shake so much, I got a little overconfident and I started thinking about my foot a lot more, and then the hopping around fucked me. I honestly could hold that over my head all day, and I think I wish I just had a little bit more dog in me to finish that out. Yeah, I have this stigma of me being a dirty player, but I think it comes for people I outsmart or like I strategize well, and it gets perceived as being a villain.
I feel like both people played a good game. However, if I were you, I'd feel more comfortable going to the final with Troy.
Yeah.
Because, like, realistically, like, how many individual meetings does he have? And I feel like if you take Jon V, I mean, I feel like
if I take Jon V, it's a done deal. You and I were, let's say, to vote Jon V, then Troy would obviously vote Jon V. Why would he want to be in a tiebreaker against you?
I don't think Troy wants to be in a final with Jon V.
I don't think he does either.
Because realistically, like, again, look at Troy's track record, look at Jon V's track record. Jon V, quite literally, has been a challenge beast, and so have you. But, like, if you take him to the end, he's going to take that from you. And then that's one less thing to kind of, like, bargain with the jury over.
This is literally the first few minutes when I pulled you aside and said, I love your energy, I want to work with you, I want to go to the
You're a
end
sweetheart.
with you.
And I would love to be friends after this, honestly.
So
real
do I.
talk, human to human.
100%.
Okay,
I
cool.
absolutely do. But yeah, ever since the beginning,
hope,
I've been
like,
locked in with you and want to go to
The
the end with you,
bickering,
so-
all love.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
A tough vote. Jon V and I have been together since the beginning. He's my bro. I love that dude. I would be so happy to watch him win an LRG, but if I bring him to the end, he's gonna win. I'm not beating him. I do think that with the right speech and the right answers to the jury's questions, I can beat Troy. I think it could be a close vote and I could possibly get runner-up, but I'm here to win. I'm not here to give my friend a win.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I obviously want to go and pitch my case at the final tribal. What I think is in your best interest, we've talked about. You want to win your shot. I think you can beat me. I think you can beat Becks. We know that Jon V's loved. So that's my pitch. I mean, whatever you do, you know, I'm going to vote Jon V. I'll be transparent. It's going to gut me.
But yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So I don't want to go against him in challenge. What do you think?
I mean, I think my question is, I want to know if my name, like, can you make fire? Do you think? Have you practiced?
I've made it. I lost. I wasn't fast enough. I'm not great at it, but I think it might be a fire puzzle, which I'm gonna suck at. But at least I could go out on my own sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Like, this challenge is built for me, this last one, and I shit the bed. Like, I should have won that one.
Listen, don't be hard on yourself. It was a hard fucking challenge. You literally have been doing physical activity the past 48 hours. You know what I mean?
What's Steven thinking? Is he saying?
Steven is not sure. He told me to pitch why I should be with him in one shot.
Like I said, I will never put your name down. So if it's you, I'm gonna just tell him to switch it to me.
Okay.
I don't think anyone can win against Jon V. So to give the best shot for me to win, I would have to take you in Becks.
I talked to Becks before I came here, and I said the same thing. I think what's in everyone's best interest is this unfortunate vote.
And it's gonna gut me too, because I love Jon V.
Yeah, as do I.
So
and it's also going to give you a lot of credibility. Being front runner to the game.
Yeah. This is the first time I played a game. I'm truly happy with the people I made it in with. I wish there was a Final Four tribal.
I know. Right.
But if you want to save me and you're telling me to vote one of them, I want to just have an open discussion. I don't want to blindside anybody. Like, I don't want to get blindsided 3-1, and I don't want Troy or Becks to get blindsided.
Right.
A part of me, my heart is telling me go out the noble way, see who's going to be just tied up, and then I go head to head with one of them, or they go head to head. But I think I should go head to head. But if I do go to the final with you, I just think we have different stories. Like, and I don't care losing to a friend like at a final. My whole goal, I just wanted to make another final. Like, I always get out right there. I either get out early, right there, or I go to the final and I always lose. But it's like I just want to be there Like for me, it's like just to me, it's like a resume thing. Like I just want to be there. Like there's so many people. Like you got the Paddocks who played many games. You got Taylor played many games and won. It's like all right, it's so hard for I feel like guys like us to come into LRG and get to the end. So like I do want to go to the end, but I don't want to backstab anybody. None of y'all.
Right. And and I'm not going to backstab anyone. I'm going to be truthful to everyone that I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And I've said in multiple confessionals how you have been my number one this entire game, and my ideal Final Four was always to have you in it. It was really all going to be based on how well you played from that point on. If you played more of a villain and people hate you kind of game, or I'm in a lot of alliances and people think I can win kind of game. And if you were more villainous, like people don't like you, I think I might be able to get jury votes over you. Absolutely, I would take you. And it really pains me to fucking vote for you because I love you so much and you're my bro, you're my boy. But I mean, it's based on the way the jury has been reacting to you, and I have been playing alongside you a lot of pretty much the entire game.
Yeah.
I know your game, and I know you have made a lot of connections, a lot of allies. You haven't really upset many people, and
I think I've upset some of them on that chart.
I've definitely upset some of them.
I think Imere would definitely hate me.
I think Imere would too. Brooke too. So we have the same people that would hate us. It's just who do they perceive as the better player. And I think they're going to perceive you as the better player. Troy and I think it's a toss-up. So I think my best chance to win, because obviously we came here to win. We didn't just come here to, make it to the end and lose. So to give myself the best shot, I got to vote for you. I'm sorry.
That's fine. So if you're going to vote for me and Becks are probably going to vote Troy.
Okay.
If that's your perception, I'm not trying to change your vote, but I just wanted you to think about it. If that's your perception, and I beat Troy, and I make it to the finals, then your perception, which I don't fully believe is that true, is your perception, I think you just made a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Man to man, like if you feel that's in your best interest, play your game.
It's just, I don't.
Not that you need my permission, but
yeah, I'm just saying. Like at this point, it's like these are people who want to make it to the end wave. So it's like I don't really want to scheme or do anything. It's basically up to Steven.
This is hard because this is kind of where like things get blurry, right? Because you promise people things and you swear and you swear and you swear and you swear, but it's a game. So it's like, how competitive do you want to be? Do you really want the game? Or do you not want to hurt someone's feelings? I'm doing this for a good friend. That's why I came here. It's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm playing for. And at the end of the day, I have to take care of myself. Because if I don't take care of me, who else is taking care of me?
Final four. We'll start with the immunity challenge. Steven, so you have individual immunity. You're in the final three. You know that you're going to get a chance to plead your case to the jury. Do you feel like you needed that immunity?
I do. I really think that I could have been a very strong option to vote out at the Final Four. I think I played a great game, and a lot of people saw that, and I could have totally been the Final Four vote if Jon had won. So I am just really thankful that I held in there. I'm not good at balance, so the fact that we switched it to a balancing competition and I won, I'm just so proud of myself that I stayed in there, fought as hard as I could, and got the win.
Jon, you looked locked for the vast majority of that challenge, and then what happened? It seemed like it just kind of fell apart all at once.
I mean, I think what I did was I wanted to look at the water bottle behind Steven, so I came so close that it's like an uneven tile there, and once I started hopping, I knew it was over. And I was locked in, like my arms weren't going to give out. It was just a balance. So thanks, Becks, for talking about going on one leg.
So,
yeah, he was like, can we just go on one leg?
Oh, sorry, man.
Troy.
I was getting tired. I was like, we just need to get this over.
Troy, so you're saying you just want to get the challenge over with. Now, as far as this vote, did you know who you were voting regardless?
No, I didn't know who I was voting with regardless. And the reason why I wanted to go to one leg is because I knew I had good balance and my arm was starting to give out. And I was banking on having better balance than the rest of them. But no, I didn't know what the vote was going to be for sure. I think we all had ideas of how it could go, depending on who won that last challenge.
Becks, how comfortable are you right now?
I mean, do you want a percentage? Like, probably like, I mean, I'm comfortable, but I think confidence the right question. You know, like, we've been talking about perspective this entire time. And I mean, again, they're not going to have the same perspectives and they're not going to have the same perspectives that I have. So, I mean, how confident can you feel about something that's so unpredictable?
Well, if this is the end, what has this meant to you?
I mean, this was a lot of fun. I want to come out here and play a game for myself. I'm a very selfless person and I rarely do things for myself. And I'm very much a people person and I'm always like giving, giving, giving. So to be selfish in a game of like lies and just like, I don't do that. Like, you know, I teach 10-year-olds and I teach them right from wrong. So I'm quite literally doing the opposite of what I do for a living. And I don't get to do that in the real world. So I'm very thankful to play a game with such passionate people that also love the game as much as I do. And all the challenges and everything was amazing. So I had a great time and no complaints.
Troy, how do you feel now that you're so close, one vote away from getting to the final three?
I am incredibly grateful for the experience that I've had and everything leading up to this, the people that I've met, these four that I feel honored sitting with. I feel at this moment a sense of joy, and I feel like I'm probably holding back that joy just because I'm trying to be, I guess, composed. But this getting here was not easy for myself or for any of the four of us, and I think that needs to be understood. I think there might be a perception that we just steamrolled, and that there's more to that story. We'll get to that later, but me personally, there's a sense of joy, there's a sense of relief that this is it.
Jon V, if this is it for you, what has this been for you?
I mean, I know this is it for me. I came here, I wanted to change the perspective I have in this community as being a villain and someone who's not trustworthy. I mean, I lie to everyone that's been voted out at one point, but when I lie, it's to get you out. I don't like to be someone who's just constantly lying to you. I found my tribe early, which you don't find in every game, and we're on the same tribe, and these were the three people I really wanted to work with. And people say it might be a boring game, oh, you don't want to blur lines, but rarely do you find people that are going to ride with you. We had differences this whole way, and we had to talk out a lot of problems. Like, it wasn't easy. We were running around like chickens with no heads. We all didn't agree on times. This one didn't trust this one didn't trust this one. And we just kept each other as a tight-knit group. And I'm happy. I'm proud of being here with them three. But I know this is the end of the road for me. And I don't even think we need to vote, to be honest.
Well, we voted every time. We're going to honor the game. I think it's the way it should be honored. We are going to vote. Steven, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Once I won immunity, I knew going into that challenge, if I won immunity, what I wanted to do. I knew Jon V is a huge threat. I talked to everyone, heard all their pitches out, but I mean, my mind was set that Jon V has played an amazing game, and securing that win, especially when Jon V and I were both head-to-head in that last immunity challenge, was crucial, because I think he sweeps the jury if he makes it to the end. I think he played a great game. He should be really proud of his game, but for my game, it's best for me to be not sitting next to him, so that I have a good chance of winning.
For one last time, it's time to vote. Becks.
Jon V, you played an absolute amazing game. I don't know what other people saw in you, but I just saw an amazing person. amazing player. I have nothing bad to say about you. Thank you for an amazing experience. I hope we can be friends after this.
Jon V, you know I'm voting you. I freaking adore you. We had that heart-to-heart, and I truly meant everything I said. When I saw that you were playing, I was excited and scared shitless. When I found out you were on my tribe, I was excited and scared shitless because it could go one of two ways. Either we were going to butt heads and target each other, or we were going to click and be tight for this game. And I'm glad it was the latter. I'm glad to finally have met you and to play with you, and it's been an honor. Thank you, Jon V. You're amazing.
So, I already said in my little speech there that I'm voting for Jon V. You played a great game, dude. You've been my boy for the past over a year. It was a pleasure getting to play with you and make it this far with you. And I'm just so happy we were able to make the Final Four together, but I need to give myself a chance to win at the end. And hopefully I can go back-to-back weekends of winning an LRG.
I'm happy I came here and competed. I gave it my all. I knew I needed that last immunity challenge, and I feel like that was a challenge fucking handcrafted for me. And I just didn't have the dog in me to pull it out. I'm glad I got to compete, got to represent my mom for the fight with Lupus, with my purple shirt on for the season, so I'm proud of that. I really don't want to put any of their names down, so if I put my name, it'll just be voided, I believe, right?
You cannot put your name down. It has to be for one of the other three.
If I put Steven's name down, he's immune.
You can't put Steven.
So what if I just...
So you have to put Becks or Troy down.
What if I just don't put a name? Like, I don't want to put either name down.
All right. You can go back then.
All right.
All right. I heard the votes. Jon V. Jon V. Seventh and final member of our jury, Jon V.
What was the fourth vote?
It wasn't. So it got to the point where I figured it would be a 2-2. Becks was going to ride with me to the end, and I would have to say Troy, and Troy would understand, and him and Steven would say me. But Steven said if I beat Troy and I make it to the finale, he said I win. And if he just takes me, I win. That's his perspective. I'm not too sure if there's any truth to that. But I thought Becks was going to ride for me. I told her I would never put her name, and she told me the same. And she said she can't win against me. So it was just a 3-1, and I wanted to show that even knowing that I'm going out, I'm not going to put Beck's name or Troy's name or Steven's name. And that's why I didn't vote. I'm super happy the way I played. I feel like I have this stigma that I'm a villain. It's not that I'm a villain. It's like I ride for my people, and I think and I try to outgame the game. Like I don't go too hard when I don't have to. And I think that's perceived as me being sketchy, but it's like work smarter, not harder. There was so many times that I just had to dumb down my skills or not even try because I knew I had the numbers. Like I'm not even a math guy. It's just I feel like I always have a read on the room, and this one time at the most crucial point, I didn't have a read on the room. But you can't control everything, right?
All right. Welcome. Final three. You've gone as far as you can possibly go in this game. The only thing left is to plead your case to the jury. The people that you had a hand in voting out, either directly or indirectly, and make them think that you deserve to be the winner of Stranded Season 1. All right, so we randomly determined your seats. We're going to be doing 1 minute opening statements, and then we turn it over to the jury. Becks, 1 minute's on the clock.
Okay, so coming into this game, I knew I would have a very hard time getting to where I am because I knew the caliber of players I was versing. I knew the competitions that were happening. I want to say right off the bat,
I had 6 people come up to me and say that I was their number one and they wanted to take me to the end. And that was good for me because I had options. And throughout this game, I wanted to see who was loyal to me. I wanted to see if they would take me here and if I would be able to beat them at the end. I truthfully think that strategy-wise and strategically, I can beat both of these players. I think physically, not so much. I was throwing up running 2 laps around in the first challenge, so I get that. However, I was always on the right side of the vote. I was never on the wrong side of the vote. I was quite literally in charge of determining who went home for a lot of the tribals. Dave, sorry, that was me. You're a good player. I know you have so many connections with all these players. I knew I had no chance against you. After that, Alex, I wanted to push you first, but I knew right from the bat, Steven.
Troy?
Okay.
First, I want to say thank you to production and thank you to all the players in the jury, pre-jury, and sitting next to me for this amazing experience. It truly was wonderful. I think for me, my game, I started wanting to build quick relationships and get to know people genuinely because I didn't know everyone and I wanted to make sure that I got to know everyone and build those connections. Once I had that, I felt confident that when you were blowing smoke at me, I could call you out on that and you would hear me. I wanted to make sure that we understood each other. I was always listening when you were talking and that you were listening when I was talking. For everyone sitting on the jury, at some point or another, I did have to lie to you, and I do apologize for that, and I look forward to your questions. My pre-game, I had to scramble a lot, but I found my core with Jon and Becks, and we rode that through. I pulled in other people as we went along to continue to keep myself safe. All this game, I never had a single vote casted against me, and I think that's a testament to my social game.
Thank you.
I think I played an amazing game. I early on made a lot of connections with a lot of people, made sure that I kept myself safe in the pre-merge. I created a Stevens Angels alliance with Brooke and Beck. I had a 4-person alliance with them and also Jon. I had a one-on-one alliance with Troy, and I rode that to the final 5 of that tribe. The Bennett vote was very important for me because I know that the girls were really close to Bennett, but I was able to convince them that it was better for their game to trust me, and that really bonded us and helped us get very far in the game together. I ended up winning 3 individual immunity challenges. I was voted to be the next one voted out at the merge, and I made it to the final 3, so that also speaks to the way I was able to maneuver through this game. I was the one who pushed heavily for Dave to go because I had a great alliance with Alex and I really didn't want him to go. The girls were pushing really hard for Alex to go, and so was Troy, and so I needed to make sure that Alex was safe so that I had more people to work with.
Thank you. So now I'm going to turn it over to the jury. One at a time, they'll be asking questions.
Congratulations to all 3 of you. My question is going to be for Troy. Troy, it's not a surprise. People know this. We have played a previous game together. This was the first time I saw you play a game from beginning to end. The one thing I did not see personally in your game was you pushing your agenda socially with people. Give me an example of one thing you did socially that drove your game to get you to the end.
One example I can give you is with Becks. Becks and I were tight, and I knew she was tight with Brooke. I knew she was tight with Jon. I knew she was tight with Steve. But I used that relationship with her and the trust that I continued to build to push the votes where I needed. Once you were voted out, I was then trying to protect Nathan, to keep Nathan around as long as possible because I felt like I could trust him. So I used my connection and relationship with Becks to continue to push votes where I needed to, bringing her in and telling her why this was the best for both of us. Yes, it was for the best for the both of us, but honestly, at the same point, I was playing my own game.
So first off, congratulations to all 3 of you. It's been a lot of fun to play with you and to watch you play this entire day. I think you all did really great, and you all deserve to feel great about how this all went. But my question is going to be for Becks and only Becks. Becks, I think I can honestly say, based off the conversations I've had, you're the only person in this game that never lied to me. You were fully truthful with me. Granted, we were only together for 2 votes, but I made sure to talk to you a lot, and you gave me nothing but honesty. You were banging the drum for me in the game. I'm here to bang the drum for you right now. I think that, people say Troy didn't have a vote against him the entire game. He didn't. That's so impressive. I think you only had one, and it was a throwaway that meant nothing. You had the pulse of the game the entire time. But what I need to know Give me not a move, but the move that you made apart from Jon V, or even if you influenced Jon V, so that you can separate your game from his and show how you dictated the direction of this game.
I love that question. Thank you so much. So that fiasco of the tribal, I wanted to see who was going to be truthful and aligning with me. When I was sitting in the middle and shit was hitting the fan, I wanted that to happen. Because realistically,
I was being pulled both ways. And like I said from the get, I had Bennett come up to me, I had Troy come up to me, I had Jon V come up to me, I had Brooke come up to me, I had you come up to me, and then I also had Steven come up to me. As the game played out, I got to see everybody's strategies and where they actually wanted to go. And what I did got me to where I am. So for example, I brought up your name to Steven and Brooke at the reward. I wanted to see if Steven was going to be loyal because I wanted to see who he knew. He was defending you, so I knew from the get I couldn't trust him. He was off my list. And that's how I played my game. I wanted to see the moves other people made, and I was dodging and weaving and controlling the entire time, strategically and the vote. And when I felt like I wasn't in the middle, I made shit hit the fan because I wanted to see, oh no, Becks is not sure of who we're going to vote for. We need to talk to her and make her feel like she's important. And I wanted to see who was with me. I didn't feel really like you were with me. I just brought Steven, no offense, because I thought I could beat him strategically. And honestly, I've tried to be truthful with as many people as possible. The one person I wasn't truthful to was Brooke. That was a blind side. It was a very hard vote for me. And I wanted to go to the end with Brooke. But I knew if I went to the end with Brooke, she would beat me. She knows this game so much better than me. She's stronger than me physically. And she's very good at making connections with people. And throughout this entire game, people always came to me and talked to me. And I'm very happy that that one person wrote my name down because it got me to where I am right now, because it solidified who wanted to work with me, who did not want to work with me, and who I could move forward with. It was not because of a doodle. Thank you.
All right. First of all, congratulations to all of you. You all played an amazing game. I am going to ask Steven a question, though. It became kind of a running joke on the jury that you're a guy with a big personality, and we would watch you go to the voting booth and have so much to say. But then in front of us, it was like 2 words. That's it. And I think at one point you even asked or like answered a question of like, there's a lot to say, but I'm not going to say it now. So now is your chance to say it. What do we need to know about your game? Because for a lot of us, it was very, I think, carefully hidden on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am consistently in Survivor games that I play, always targeted mid-merge or early merge because I am so obviously the biggest threat, and I go like balls to the wall and constantly try to push every single vote the way I want it to, and it's so obvious and everyone needs to get me out. But I knew that the only way I was going to be able to win this game is if I tried to lower my threat level a little bit, but I also make really good connections with people and have people that I can trust in this game. And so that's really crucial. My pre-merge alliances that I was able to make, and then also my post-merge alliances that I was able to make. Like you and me, like we were able to connect really well right off the bat. We knew we were going to try to protect each other, and that's what I did in the first vote. When we were on reward, they really wanted to get you out because you were the biggest physical threat, and I knew that I needed to keep you in this game because you were someone who would protect me. If my name was out, you would defend me. So I wanted to keep you in this game, and I wanted to get Dave out because I heard Dave had been getting a lot of votes, like getting at least 1 or 2 votes every tribal, and kept getting protected. So the fact that he kept getting protected, he had people behind him. So it was smart for me to get him out, and also for the people who voted me as the person who would most likely go home first. The 2 people who I wrote those name downs were the 2 first jurors. And those are the people who I knew that I couldn't trust and needed to get out as soon as possible. And I'm glad it ended up working out like that. With you, John, even though I did want you to get out, I was always honest with you. I did not want you to go in the first vote, and then the second vote, I was trying to get you to go, but it was obvious that Alex was the biggest threat and he had to go. But I was able to, even after he played the idol, still have such a close relationship with him that him and Imere and Nathan were all able to trust me that I would go with the final 8 vote. Final 8 vote was a crucial move for me because I was able to, one,
get you out, who was a big threat in the game. And then even though I did kind of burn Imere and Nathan, I was able to regain that relationship with them because I wasn't coming after them. I was trying to just like protect Brooke, because Brooke was one of my closest allies in this game, and I truly trusted her. But then I found out that she probably wasn't as loyal to me as I thought, so I needed to get her out, and then I was able to then bump to Imere and Nathan again, and then I was able to really maneuver my way through the game. Even though it looked like we were all together as purple, I was able to have a lot of relationships with a lot of different people.
Congrats, everybody. How exciting. I just want to correct that because you were my final three. But my question is for Becks. You were my ride or die for this whole game. We aligned immediately as the two women, and we really need to stick together, and our alliance was strong as hell throughout the whole game. At what point did you know that you were going to take me out? Because that was a huge blindside. And for what reason?
One, I'm going to reiterate what I said. If you were sitting up here with me, I don't think I would have had a shot at winning, truthfully, quite frankly. You're very good at making connections with people. You're very strategic, and your brain works very fast when it comes to figuring out who you want gone. And I thought to myself, oh shit, I am not as physical as all of these people. I don't have that. And the one thing that I have is my social and strategic game. So I wanted to go as far as possible with you. I did not want to write your name down until it was absolutely necessary. And it became necessary when the people who showed loyalty to me, which was Jon V, which was Troy, literally kept saying, we cannot move forward with Brooke. Too many people are coming to us with her name, and we feel like she needs to go. When it was the absolute last resort, I voted your name. You were actually brought up much sooner, and I switched it to someone else. So that's the answer.
I'm not going to drag it out, so okay.
All right, let's spice things up a little bit. This question is for everyone, and I would like to know, each person, tell me why the other two should not win. And if you do not state a reason, you will not get my vote.
A reason I think Becks shouldn't win, I do think it's impressive that she was able to make it with not many girls, but I do think that a lot of people didn't necessarily bring her far because she was someone that they truly did trust. They probably did trust her, but I think a lot of people brought her to the end because they knew that they could beat her, and I don't think that is playing the game. I think that's everyone else bringing her to the end. So that's why I think Becks shouldn't win. And then Troy, I think that I had more alliances than he did. I had more connections than he did. I was able to keep whenever my name was on the chopping block, I was easily able to get my name out of there. And whenever Troy's name was on the chopping block, it generally ended up keeping throughout the whole round. So I think the fact that even if my name was brought up early, I was able to keep it, get it out of the way early, and I wasn't one of the main votes. Speaks to why I should win over Troy.
I would say with Steven, he played a messy game, a little bit with a chicken with its head cut off, jumping around, saying I'm going to do this and then not following through in some cases, trying to protect the people, but then backing on it. So from my perspective, it felt oftentimes like he was jumping around and not being consistent with what he was saying and how he was acting. With Becks, I think Becks played a game where she was relying on everyone else to tell her what the vote was going to be and then deciding if she wanted to do it, which I think speaks to agency, listening to what people were saying and making her own decision, which I think she fully made, but it was always trying to see what was going on to stay within the majority and not taking risks.
I think that Steven played a very messy game. 1 minute he's saying, you're my ride or die, you're my ride or die, and then he voted out his ride or die without letting me know, and if I was part of an alliance. So I think he just played a very messy game. He went back on his word a lot of times. He wasn't truthful with people that he said he wanted to work with. So I just think that overall, I don't think he really had a consistent strategy throughout this game. I think he kind of got lucky with some of the challenges, and that's why he's here right now. With Troy, I think Troy made subtle moves, but I don't think that his strategic game was as strong, because at the end of the day, I feel like my strategy was way stronger. I'm not going to talk about that, but I just think that Troy in general never really swayed votes. He never really, he threw names out there, but he never really followed through with those names when I did.
All right. Hi, guys. Short in the back here. So first I want to say congratulations to all three of you. I love this game. No one on this planet loves this game more than me. And I just want to give you guys your respect for beating me in this game. But a couple things I do want to say. So first of all, I was the person who wrote down Becks, in case you're curious. I was the Becks vote. Also, Steven, I did not trust you for a second after that final 8 vote. So you never regained my trust. I'm not sure. I can't speak for Nathan, but I didn't trust you for a second. But I do want us to go to Troy. I want to give you your flowers in this game. I am on the fence about who I'm going to vote for, but I am leaning into voting for you because I think it is very impressive that you did not. Am I correct in saying that you have not had your name written down at all this entire time? I think that that is a testament to a great social game, a great strategic game, and just an all-around, well-rounded game. I want to give you your flowers. I think that you are an amazing player. I think that you probably deserve to win this game. We haven't heard everything yet, but we haven't heard your voice that much. This has just been between these two, but I think that you kicked ass, and I want you right now to take this moment. This is the spotlight on you to explain to everyone why you kicked ass. I want to give you a little bit more time. She said, Beck said that you didn't really sway that many votes. You didn't really do much. Tell her what you did in the game, because I believe that you did. And I also just want to give you props for just seeing me as a human first before you saw me as a player. And I saw that a lot throughout the game. You spoke with me about my personal life. You laid down with me. You made sure that I was okay. You genuinely came and checked in on me. It did not treat me like a chess piece. That's not to say that you two weren't also like just good people, but in this game, I really felt that Troy sought to see the human in me first and not the player in me first, which is I also just think is really important in this game. And I just want to give you the spotlight also as one of the older folk that is sitting here. So please take that time, not to give you that, but I knew that, but I want to give you this time.
I love you, man. I love you. Thank you. I'm going to try to get through this without crying. So I think for me, what you said really does encapsulate my game. And I did try to make those personal relationships and get to know people. I think every one of you on this jury, I did connect with. My game really was about building those relationships so that you would feed information to me. My job then was to discern, were you telling me the truth, a half truth, or a full truth? And at some point, you all did one of those three with me. You questioned me, and I questioned back. With Brooke, you and I were going back and forth. You needed me to show my loyalty to you, and I did. And when I needed it back, I was seeing not full commitment. So I knew from that moment that it wasn't going to happen. Alex, you and I were building that relationship. And yes, I did want to target you in the beginning. But as I got to know you, I saw who you were, and we connected over being married and telling the stories of how we met our spouses, right? Jon S., I leaned into you right before your vote out saying, I need your help on that next vote. And I was serious because I didn't vote for you. I didn't want you to go home. That was where I was leaning for that. Dave, you and I, we have a history. We didn't get to play much of this game together, and I'm sorry for that. But you know you have my heart, full stop. Nathan, I wanted you to be here with me. I was willing to take that risk of having a green on the final jury because I did have faith in you. Whether that meant I was going to be with Jon or with Becks, either of the three of us or that combination, I would have been happy with losing to any of you. And I still stand by that. Imere, you and I, we did connect. We connected before the game, and I was sad that we weren't on that same tribe. So when we got together, I wanted to get to know you. As all this information is flowing into me, I'm then deciding where I go with it. Who do I tell? And truthfully, Jon V and Becks were my final three, the hardest ones. I entertained going with you, but I knew that I couldn't beat you in the end. Nathan, as I said, you were in that mix as well. And those are the promises I made. And when I said that to people, I was honest with it and I kept to it. So yeah, I didn't make big splashy moves because I didn't want to put my head out so much that all of a sudden you would see how big of a game I was playing. What I wanted you to see was someone you could talk to and someone that you could trust and work through that.
And even with what you did, your name was out there. So I think if those big splashy moves were made by you, then I think that your name could have very well been written down. But because you didn't do that, but you did not get your name was not on paper. So I commend you for that.
Steven had me on his lips for several rounds, and yet still it never stuck.
Congratulations. Happy that y'all up there. This question's for each of you. I just want you to tell me what was your proudest moment in this game. Something you did.
My proudest moment, truthfully and honestly, besides making it to where I am right now and pitching my case, my proudest moment, I would say, was realizing that I quite literally grabbed this game by the balls in a sense of social relationships. I also got to know each of you. And I tried connecting with each of you. And the reason, Dave, I threw your name out was because you did not want to connect with me at the summit. You were very closed off. You were very hard to read. You were immediate, I'm not working with you. I need this.
You are right, and I apologize.
Yes. So I was willing to work with anyone that wanted to work with me because I knew you all had relationships with each other. I was the odd person out from the get. You all know each other. Some of you had pre-existing relationships, so I knew that that would be very hard for me and that I was already on the bottom because, yeah, I don't want to say that gender norms matter, but I'm a girl and I don't want to be taken to the end because I'm a female and I'm just an easy thing because I worked really, really hard to connect with each of you. Nathan came up to me and said, Becks, I need you. I am with you and I want to work with you because you make me feel safe. And I kept Nathan around for as long as possible. And the only reason I voted you out was because I knew if you were in, Nathan came up to me before Final Tribal and he said, Becks, he sat down, he goes, they're gunning for you. And I looked at him and I said, you need to be honest with me right now because I have not lied to you. Do you have a relationship with anyone in this game? And you know what he told me? And he said that he worked with Troy. He was loyal to Troy. So why would I take Nathan further with me? I care about each and every one of you. I'm very sorry that I had to vote you all out. But I do just want to reiterate, my proudest moment was realizing I was always on the right side of the votes. I gunned for Dave because he did not want to make that social connection with me. I gunned for Alex. Alex, you are a wonderful person, and I hope we can be friends after this. But I only voted you out because I knew you would not take me to the end unless I was just a sheep or just an easy person because you were winning all the physical challenges. And I wish we had more time to work together and to talk to each other. And things just laid out the way that they did, and I wish we were on the same tribe. And my proudest moment, again, I think was just realizing at that tribal, like I said, when everything was crazy, when Nathan came up to me before the tribal, I knew right then and there that I did a very good job socially, making connections, knowing players, and knowing the best move for my game.
So my proudest moments, one is hooking up with you in this game. I knew of you coming into this game, but I have never met you. I never played with you, but I knew your reputation coming in. And as I said to you, and I'll say to the jury, I was scared shitless when I saw Jon V show up, right? And I was like, oh crap. When he was on my tribe, I was like, oh, double crap. Either it's going to go one of two ways. Either we're going to butt heads and target each other, or we're going to click and we're going to run. And that's exactly what happened. And so that is a proud moment for me that we were able to find that common ground and run this game. I would also say when I had to concoct the fake idol and how I only told Becks because Bennett told her, and then that bonded Becks and I, and then we looped in Brooke to this. But that idol was not on anyone's lips for the longest time. And then when it became an issue, it really wasn't an issue. It was a question. And I kept saying, I don't have an idol. It's true, but I kind of did. So that's the second. And then the third is winning a challenge that I should not have won. You all know that I'm a smoker. I've talked about it. I was voted most grumpy because of not being able to smoke on day one, right? And yet I outran everyone and found those stones and came back. right? I played fair. I didn't pummel and wrestle to get my stone, which I still think I should have won that challenge over a DQ, but we won't go there. But I was proud that I was able to do that. Like, I am not an athlete, so there I go.
I think my proudest moments were just being able to be large parts in very important votes in my game. The Bennett vote in the pre-merge, I know a lot of you guys didn't get to see that, but I was the one who brought up Bennett's name first. I constantly, in every conversation I had, said we need to target Bennett, we need Bennett out, and I think that really bonded everybody. It definitely bonded the girls with me because they were really close with Bennett, so I knew that there was going to be a tough vote, and I was really putting a lot of eggs in their basket, and it worked because I convinced them that I am a loyal person, that I'm someone who they can trust in this game, and it bonded us, got us very far. Then the Dave vote, I was the one constantly saying Dave's name over and over again when it kept being Alex and people wanted to switch the vote, but I made sure that Dave would go home so that Alex was still in the game protecting me, and I had more allies in the game that protected me. I had a good relationship with everyone in the game at the final 8. Everyone trusted me, everyone wanted my vote, and unfortunately that is when, for the first time in honestly many games that I've played, I had to lie and I had to make sure that Imere didn't play his idol. I didn't know if that was going to happen or not, but I needed to make sure I lied about that in order to make sure that Brooke was safe, because Brooke was one of my top allies. And then when I heard that in the live tribal of that round, Troy was saying how maybe it's the best move for us to actually get Brooke out here, and then I honestly told her that, and she didn't want to vote Troy the next round. It was like, I trust Troy, like I'm not going to vote him out. So that made me nervous, like, oh, maybe I'm not one of her closest allies, so that's why I ended up deciding to turn on her. And I did play a little bit of a messy game, but it's because I was able to maneuver from alliance to alliance, and I had a lot of people that was really trusting me and wanting to work with me, and that helped me get to the end of this game. Even though my name kept getting thrown around, I always got saved. I only got 3 votes cast for me, and then also the final 4 immunity is also a proud moment of mine. That was a really tough one. My legs were hurting, my arm was hurting, and I really wanted that win because I do think that I could have been voted out as a big threat if you were able to win. So that was huge for me, and I was able to get out the biggest threat in this game, Jon V. And I think that is, all those are big, proud moments of mine and reasons why I should win.
We'll now just closing statement.
I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure playing with you, meeting you, building connections and relationships, because I understand that this is a game. I understand lying is very much involved in this game, but I highly value all the relationships I made, and I mean that genuinely. Coming into this, I didn't know how I was going to do. And for the first time, I trusted myself, and it's really hard for me to do that sometimes. And I'm super proud of that. And I think it's up to you. Perspective. Who do you think is the best rounded candidate? Because that's only for you to decide. What I think is the best rounded candidate is not going to be the same what he thinks or what he thinks. And each of you have your own distinction to make. I just want to say I respect you, I respect your decision, and it's been a pleasure playing with you. Thank you.
Thank you all again. This has been an amazing experience. I would kind of echo what Becks is saying, is vote where you feel the best game was played, whatever that means. If it's one of these two winning, I am happy for any of them. What I would ask is think about what you saw, what you heard, what you experienced in this game, because that is what this game was and who you want to represent our season. I think that I played a very strategic game in the first half and a very social strategic game in the second half. I knew coming in I was not going to be a physical threat, but I wanted to keep physical threats around me. I would need to keep social threats around me a little bit, and then as the game evolved, move forward. I'm very proud of the game I played. I'm very proud of the relationships and the friendships and the emotions that we've had together. And however this pans out, I do hope that we will be friends, and thank you.
I had an amazing time playing with you all, and I respect whatever your decision is. I know you're going to vote for who you think played the best game, and the best person is going to win. So I'm excited to see who that's going to be. I think it should be me. Another thing that I didn't get to mention in all my other talks was that in the second round, when I went to the summit, I got an extra vote. I really wanted an advantage so that I can impact the game. And I know Imere did flip on the final 10 vote, but even if he didn't, and it could have possibly been why he flipped, is I had an extra vote. I knew that we were going to be safe. I knew we would have the numbers. I knew we were tight. So I knew it was going to be really good for us moving forward in the merge, that we would have the numbers. I had a lot of allies behind me. And when I knew that green was going to be on the bottom, I had really close relationships with Alex, Nate, and Imere. And that really helped me keep my name out of there when I was supposed to be apparently the merge vote according to the survey, and I was able to get here to the final 3. Getting Bennett out really bonded my alliance together, and also Gibble of being crazy bonded our alliance. And we were able to, make it really far. I had to make the moves when I did, like voting out Alex and then eventually voting out Brooke. I was able to take out Jon V. I won 3 immunity challenges, which is much more than they did, which is an amazing too. And today is my birthday. I'm so happy that I was able to play Survivor on my birthday, and what better birthday present than winning Survivor. So if you want to give me a good birthday present.
Really, Steven? Really? I want to thank our final 3. I want to thank the jury. The power now lies in your hands. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to find out who our winner is.
Troy, I think you played an amazing game. I really hope that you win this game. You were not robotic to me. I can remember all of our interactions very vividly. I actually enjoyed playing this game with you. You followed through, unlike others. You didn't play too messy, unlike others. I genuinely think that you deserve to win this game. You brought something new. You brought something different. And I'd be happy to see you take the crown.
Becks, I've wanted to vote for you since you were the one that was truthful with me, but I needed you to earn it. You earned it. I hope that everybody else, or at least enough people to get you the win, give you the respect that I believe you deserve. Great game.
I will get the votes. One last time, I will read the votes. Remember, you want to see your name on here. These are votes for a winner.
Sign votes are sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, same.
First vote, Troy. Becks. One vote Troy. One vote Becks. Troy. Troy. That's 3 votes Troy. 1 vote Becks. The winner of Stranded Season 1.
I love you all. Oh my God. Yeah. Well done.
All 3 of you played a great game. Beck, Steven, and Adam, congratulations. My vote is for Troy. I am proud to call you my friend, and I'm proud to say that you are going to win this game.
Simply comes down to this. You played the game I wanted to play, and I think it was almost a damn near perfect game. Also, the other 2, great job, but you said things that were just so not true at Final Council or Final Tribal. So, Troy, you're my winner.
I was undecided the whole time, but that's my vote, so I need to put it in here.
Honestly, all 3 really great answers. Not an easy decision for sure. Obviously, no some, no others. You know what I mean? This is tough. It's tough. I do think that I'm the type of player to view the game well-rounded, who I think played every single aspect of the game the best, and that's what I want to award. And I want to try and be unbiased as possible. And I do think I still fall the same way. Honestly, one hell of a game. No votes cast against. Every single aspect of the game, well frickin' played. You called it Final Tribal for a reason. I was 90% sure I was going to vote Steven to win. But Troy just answered everything so concise and articulate and straight to the point, and I can tell that Becks and Steven, they couldn't get their words together. I know what all three of them did to an extent because I was with them the longest. But to explain your game, when Troy started explaining it, I started realizing you didn't get a vote. You had so much protection, and when your name did come up, we diffused it right away. Steven, a lot of people didn't trust him. So a lot of stuff he was saying was kind of like, that's not really what happened. And Becks, you're my number one, but you didn't tell your story. You did not tell your story. So, listen, man, well deserved, and I hope you win.
I believe there was no like.
Okay. No, it actually is hard right there. We're really Thank you to do anything different. Yeah, I got it.
It's weird. I feel like I'm swaying.
Baby.
It's a different game.
Hi, Hussy. You did such a good job. I hope you're precious.
And I thank you guys for sticking with us. We tried our hardest. We all worked so hard. You guys work hard. The crew work hard. I just want to say thank you so much. And that's my speech.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's drink.
That's it.
Hey, everybody. Before we get into the season 2 trailer, I have some acknowledgements to make. And this season was phenomenal, and that really starts with the cast. And I want to give everyone just a little moment and then kind of do a what's everyone up to these days. Matt, so excited that you gave our game a try for your first game. You got a raw deal with getting hurt. I honestly don't think you're out first if you didn't get hurt in that challenge, which I think is so interesting about our game is that regardless if you're seasoned or not seasoned, it doesn't really matter. As for what Matt's been up to, congratulations on your engagement. Your girlfriend did get a little shout out in your vote confessional, but now it's fiance. So congratulations. Hope to see you in more games. Daniel, you get such a raw deal in some of these games. You are a great player. We've talked about it. I know it's frustrating and you never know what's around the corner. Also, follow Daniel. He does these beautiful watercolor paintings of people's houses and it's good. I'll link it. Bennett, I'm glad this game didn't ruin LRGs for you. I feel like you got a little bit of a raw deal as well, but congrats on your wedding. It looked gorgeous. The purple and the gray. Yes. And you're in law school and I can't wait to see you, giving me Marsha Clark realness. Megan, oh my gosh. They took it out and they did it at the right time because since playing this game, Megan went on to win Survivor Brooklyn South Season 7 and made it to the end with a Season 2 contestant. Who is it? You'll see. Congrats on getting engaged as well. Everyone's getting engaged. Love is love, I guess. Gibble, you are what we built this game for. Someone who's going to come in, be chaotic, be messy, basically throw caution to the wind, say, I don't give a shit. I'm going to just do whatever the fuck I want. You are what we made this game for. And one more round you get to the merge, I have no clue what would have happened. You would have flipped. Greed probably would have came out on top. I have no idea. And I love that about you. So thank you so much for being the chaotic person that we wanted and casted you for. Andrew, you got a little bit of advantage getting at the end there, multiple, stuff coming around, but it didn't really hinder you because since playing, you've not won one, you've won 2 LRGs, Survivor Glass Canyon and Survivor Connecticut. Again, stranded only cast winners. Dave, oh my gosh. You need to give yourself more credit. You were a great player. The way you played your summit was exactly what the summit was built for. And I know your age gets brought up a lot. It really wasn't a big deal in this season, but I think it's also really important to bring it up because it shows that our game is accessible to anybody at any age range, any age limit. And honestly, you know, if you got out of that merge vote, I have no clue what would have happened. I know Troy had you. I know Nathan had you. Who knows where you would have ended up, but I do believe you would have gotten far. John S. Whew. I love you, man. You're one of the only people that I know that loves Survivor just as much as me. We could talk for hours about it. And as a true fan of these, the fact that you got an advantage, you pulled the save bottle, you went in one of the craziest tribals of the season. I know as a fan that that's all you wanted. And I'm so glad that we were able to give you that experience. And now that you're pretty much on like the executive board of Stranded as like the main challenge guy. And I am so excited to see where you go from here. And I'm so excited to continue working with you. Alex, the challenge beast, you tried to downplay it so bad, but the competitive spirit in you would not let it happen. But you did, you know, learn from this game because on the same vein of Stranded only cast winners, Alex did just win Survivor DC season 14. And I saw how you used Stranded and you used it to get you the win. Brooke, you got such a raw deal at this game, and I need everyone to know that you are one of the most kindest, sweetest women I've ever met. And, you know, everyone in the game was so worried about the girls, but let me tell you, the girls are still girling on the outside. Seeing you and Becks continue your friendship outside of this game honestly warms my heart every time I see it. Every time Becks texts me that she's hanging out with you, I love that we were able to kind of bring people together that would have never met otherwise. And I really just appreciate you, and I know it was really hard being on this cast as one of the only women, and you took it head on and you never complained about it and you kicked ass. So thank you for that. Nathan, great confessionalist, little controversial in some opinions, but who isn't? I really loved having you in this game, and I really think you were the dark horse to win this game. You know, Imere doesn't win immunity at 6. You definitely stay. And you had options. People wanted to work with you. I think you were, you know, one little shifted vote or one immunity away from really making a deep run to the end of this game. Imere, you were the heart of this season. You could articulate your words and your thoughts, and your confessionals were always so fun to edit. And it was very emotional when you left, not only for me, not only for the cast. Jack had to compose himself before he read the votes. You were absolutely amazing, and I am so glad that you did so well, and I feel that we will be seeing you on our screens one day on The Real Survivor. Some of the moves you pulled and some of the moves I've seen you pull in other games, you're right there, and I feel like I'm definitely going to be seeing you on the big screen one day. Jon V, you're the first one to admit you're a little bit of a polarizing character. I think you kind of came into this game, you know, with that villain of the year kind of chip on your shoulder. But I don't think anyone watching this season, walking away from it, will look at your game and say, yeah, that's a huge villain. You rode with your people. You were ready to go to fire and lay down as long as you got to the end. And your redemption arc in that regards has been really great to watch. And thank you for, you know, being one of the more seasoned players in the cast and really giving it your all. Steven, holy shit, I love you, but holy fuck, those 7-minute long confessionals. I've seen more of your face than I've seen of my own, but I'll take it any day. You gave me so much content to work with. You are just as invested in this community as, you know, as I am. The year that we played Stranded, you played 10 LRGs that year, which is absolutely insane. And on top of that, like, you never complained about being tired. You always had a smile on your face, and you always made sure the hair was right and the sunscreen was on. Becks, I love you to the moon and back. And when I came to you and I was like, we're gonna need a new host for season 2, you stepped up, and once you stepped up, you never let off the gas. You came to the table with so many ideas that I have never heard of, and you became my right-hand woman. And I had such a pleasure planning season 2 and then filming season 2 and hearing the feedback. I take this right from the feedback forums, multiple people saying best LRG host that they've ever had. I don't take that lightly. I know you don't. And I also love how after playing Stranded, you won competitive events, all girls. And watching you win that game was amazing. And I'm so excited to see where we can go with this project. Troy, our winner. Players like you need to exist. I love that in the lore of Stranded, whenever somebody looks at who has won Stranded, the inaugural season, they'll be the married gay dad of 2. You're obviously way more than that. You show that these games are for anybody, not one type of person. It doesn't matter what box you're in, we will take you. And I thought your game was so interesting, and the fact that you were able to bluff a rock in a bag for as many rounds as you did is absolutely insane. Thank you for everything you gave this season. And lastly, I have to thank the crew. This season, I can make a season, Jack can make a season, all of us can make a season, but without crew to pull it off, it means absolutely nothing. You cannot do a game like this by yourself. You have to have people, and the fact that all these people came out because they supported me and Jack's dream, and they don't get a dime. They just love us and want to support, and being surrounded by people who love and support you is something that I cannot explain. It takes one person to have a dream, but it makes a crew to really, make that dream a reality. And I have to give Jack his flowers, because Stranded does not exist without Jack Linden. Jack came to me saying, hey, we could probably make a game. And this was towards the end of 2023. And I was like, you think so? And then January 2024, I went over to his place. We laid down the game mechanics for season 1. And 7 months later, we were filming. And I will never be able to thank you enough, Jack, for making Stranded a reality. It still is the project of my life. It is my passion. I think about Stranded literally every single day, and the fact that you were able to, make that come to life. There's no words. There is no words. This is the end of season 1. The chapter is officially closed, but there's way more chapters to this book. And here is the first little trailer sneak peek of season 2.
Hi everyone!
I've decided to spend my birthday not with my wife and kids, but instead with a bunch of strangers who are trying to vote me out.
I do see people that I know. I do see people that have won games before.
This time I have very high expectations for myself.
I definitely think I'm coming in with this fire.
I'm hoping this could be my season. I'm playing this season for me.
To me, Survivor is about showing up and playing the game that's put in front of you.
How are we feeling? Fabulous.
I feel like I'm coming out of retirement. It's been a while since I've been out in these woods.
I have a general pattern of how I like to play, and so I'm going to try to continue to do that.
But I do actually recognize some folks.
I have actually clocked a few people. I know Sandra.
I always play a loyal game, and I feel like people know that. So I kind of want to change it up this year.
I just wanted to say, before we get to our next challenge, can I just hear the tagline of season 2? Just amidst the chaos.
But there's a lot of bigger personalities, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't tell these people any information.
I've never won, so that's why I'm here, is that I'm hoping to get the dub finally.
I do know one
person, but I'm going to try to keep that under my hat.
Trying to play calm so I don't seem like a social threat. I want them all out of this game as fast as possible.
I want everyone to drop your buffs. And before you drop it, we're going to be swapping tribes every round.